lot of great truths that come out. And when I thank God, I saw some of those people go to clap, but then notice that, whoa, this could be a bad thing on my resume, and then sit back on their hands. I've seen people read the room and go, whoa, that wouldn't bode well for me in the future.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time.
I understand what it's worth doing when the industry is canceling one black guy. I know what happens when they are going to elevate another.
Matthew McConaughey just unleashed a furious takedown of Hollywood, calling them out for allegedly hunting down Katt Williams.
So I know how much they talked about Martin Luther King, and I know what they end up doing to him. I know this same story about Jesus and a few of my uncles. So now I know that if your mouth is really, really big and you try to tell the truth for a living and you like to air people out, hatred is coming your way.
Rumors have been swirling about Katt facing dark forces behind the scenes, but now McConaughey is stepping in, exposing what he claims are terrifying truths.
Let me tell you what you need to do, McConaughey. What you need to do is get the hell out of Hollywood, get the hell out of here and go off and do something where you forget what you think you need to do.
How far is Hollywood willing to go to silence Katt's voice? And could he really be on the brink of something deadly? This explosive revelation has everyone questioning who's really pulling the strings in Tinseltown and who might be next.
I didn't know it was going to be this type of hatred, and that's what that is. Otherwise, you're on the front line of this battle. And those of us who understand that this is a part of what comes with it.
Rumor has it that Katt Williams is under some insane scrutiny from the industry bigwigs. We're talking all-out hunting, like they're trying to run him out of town. And while Hollywood loves a little drama, McConaughey says this time they've crossed the line. He's calling them out, saying they've put Katt Williams through the ringer, pushing him to his limits, almost to the point of no return. Word on the street is McConaughey hinted Williams was so hunted, so stressed, he came this close to going down for good. Yeah, you heard that right, nearly dead.
Wow. I've seen people read the room and go, whoa, that wouldn't bode well for me in the future.
McConaughey's rant wasn't just a casual comment at a press event either. Oh no, he went full throttle, taking names and pointing fingers. And why? Because according to him, Hollywood can't handle anyone who doesn't play by the rules. He's fed up with the system's relentless pursuit of control, where any artist who dares to break the mold is put through their brutal ringer. And if you thought McConaughey was just saying this for effect, think again. Word has it he's ready to take on the industry giants in ways Hollywood isn't going to like one bit. And why wouldn't he? Because Katt isn't going to sit silent anymore. For years, Katt has openly discussed his belief that certain powerful figures in the industry have been out to ruin him. He claimed that when he initially spoke out about the secret society allegedly controlling Hollywood, he didn't fully grasp the lengths they would go to protect their operations. As far back as the early 2010s, Katt Williams made waves by publicly addressing this hidden group, and his career started taking a sharp turn after that. In fact, during a 2013 interview with Blacktree TV, Katt explained that the negative media stories, the arrests, and the constant drama that seemed to follow him were, in part, due to his refusal to play along with this shadowy club. According to Katt, rejecting this secretive, powerful group made him a target for media smears and legal issues. He hinted that his career struggles weren't just about bad luck or personal mistakes. There was something darker at play, a system trying to silence him for not aligning with the elite. And if we've learned anything from Katt's past, it's that speaking out against the powers that be isn't without its consequences. One of the most jaw-dropping revelations came during an interview where Katt revealed that Diddy tried to entice him with over $50 million to attend his infamous freak-off parties. These weren't just regular parties, these were wild, unhinged events where Diddy allegedly sought total control over attendees, including their bodies.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no.
This shocking claim sparked a series of events that would forever change Katt's life. After rejecting the deal, it seemed like the floodgates opened. Katt became a target for relentless harassment. His house was robbed, he was physically assaulted, and he was even arrested multiple times, often under suspicious circumstances. But Katt's personal attacks weren't just random, they appeared to be orchestrated. Katt repeatedly spoke out against the industry's elite, including some of the most powerful moguls in entertainment, and many now believe that this made him a target.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time.
Sharing another encounter with Diddy, Williams told on Vlad TV that he attended a party at Diddy's opulent mansion, anticipating mingling with fellow celebrities. However, the evening took a disconcerting turn when Williams noticed something odd. There were no women present, only men. Feeling uneasy, Williams attempted to depart, but Diddy persistently pursued him, making suggestive remarks and offering a suspicious drink. Sensing the situation, Williams declined the drink and firmly expressed his disinterest in Diddy's advances. In no uncertain terms, Williams reiterated his stance, irrespective of Diddy's wealth, fame, or power. "I am not gay, and I am not going to sleep with you." However, his rejection seemed to astonish and offend Diddy, who resorted to trying to intimidate Williams by threatening his career. Undeterred, Williams held his ground, asserting that he had nothing to fear. During his appearance on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast, Williams also discussed Dave Chappelle's decision to walk away from $50 million, indicating that it wasn't even close to what he himself had turned down. Williams claimed to have rejected $50 million on 4 separate occasions in his career. "Just to protect my integrity and that Virgin H I was telling you about, right? Because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no." This sudden shift to diss Diddy coincides with the mogul facing legal issues, being sued by 4 women, including his ex-girlfriend Cassie, over allegations of SA, with a settlement reached in the latter case. Later in the chat, Katt Williams took another shot at Diddy. "When I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have because I know how blessed I am," he stated. "If I look at it, I got it." That's how Diddy is feeling. His remark elicited laughter from Shannon Sharpe. During the Club Shay Shay podcast, the acclaimed entertainer further shared candid insights and unfiltered perspectives on fellow comedians and notable industry figures, including discussions about Diddy and even Pastor T.D. Jakes.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
Even renowned preacher T.D. Jakes found himself amidst controversy when unverified TikTok accounts falsely implicated him in scandalous activities, suggesting he attended parties hosted by Diddy. Additionally, his personal life came under scrutiny. When asked about the fear of being ostracized in Hollywood, Katt Williams responded candidly, stating, "What do you mean again? These individuals are not influential. Satan lacks creative power." Regarding Diddy and T.D. Jakes, he noted, "All those with questionable conduct are encountering difficulties in 2024. It's a time of accountability for everyone, whether you're Diddy or someone else. T.D. Jakes or any others, all falsehoods will be exposed, that's the truth. And those who misunderstand, well, they understand why. The truth illuminates." Both T.D. Jakes and Diddy are prominent figures with extensive networks. Critics have raised queries about Diddy's significant donation to T.D. Jakes' church in 2014, questioning whether it was a move to foster a favorable relationship with the preacher or possibly to secure tax benefits. Furthermore, concerns have been voiced over Diddy's purported exploitation of artists and his alleged failure to provide equitable compensation. This speculation has led to discussions about whether the donation was a means to sustain influence or control over Katt Williams, highlighting the intricate financial dynamics and power structures within the entertainment sector.
They're not paying me, y'all. And they not making my pay go up because I'm doing better or nothing. It don't matter to them that I'm famous and people know me or nothing. They want to pay me exactly what they paying the new girl.
Now, Katt is stepping up big time as a whistleblower, pulling back the curtain on the dark truths lurking beneath the glitz and glam of Hollywood. He's not backing down, dropping bombshells left and right that are rocking the entertainment scene to its core. Alongside spilling the beans on the supposed conspiracies swirling around Michael Jackson's death, Katt Williams hasn't shied away from tackling another important issue: the way Black actors are often pigeonholed into roles that involve wearing feminine attire in the entertainment biz. He's not afraid to speak his mind about the industry's stereotypes and injustices.
Then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress. Okay, well.
Katt Williams isn't one to tiptoe around touchy subjects. even if they make some folks squirm. And it seems like his boldness has rubbed certain corners of the industry the wrong way. There have been plenty of signs pointing to Hollywood trying to give Katt the cold shoulder because he refuses to water down his message.
Why? Because you know ain't nobody gonna sleep with him. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16.
It's often said that you really got to be in the thick of it to grasp how an industry operates, and comedian Katt Williams has definitely given us some food for thought on this front. He's dropped some intriguing hints that suggest Tiffany Haddish's journey to stardom might not have been as organic as she's made it out to be. Seems like there might be more to her story than meets the eye.
Those are just facts, sir.
How many is that total?
9.
So you've done 9
Yeah.
filmed comedy stand-up specials.
Without ever getting financed or having a deal with anybody.
You did them.
According to the seasoned comedian, it seems like Haddish might have taken a shortcut to the top in showbiz. If you've ever had doubts about whether her public persona matches up with reality, this revelation is definitely worth paying attention to. We've heard plenty of stories about celebs living double lives, but Haddish's rapid rise seems to stand out. Katt Williams didn't hold back in spilling all the details in his disclosure. On V103's Frank and Wanda in the Morning show, Katt Williams really let loose, dishing out his opinions on a bunch of fellow comedians like Lil Rel Howery, Jared Carmichael, Kevin Hart, and Hannibal Buress. But it was Tiffany Haddish, the rising star from Girls Trip, who ended up catching the most flack from him.
I'm the introduction to Tiffany Haddish.
Katt Williams, who snagged an Emmy for his guest spot on Atlanta, didn't mince words when he cast doubt on Tiffany Haddish's achievements. He hinted that Haddish might not be the brains behind her comedy material and questioned if she's truly earned her stripes as a comedian. He threw down the gauntlet saying, "You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back-to-back for an hour to nobody." But when Wanda Smith, the show's host, stepped up to defend Haddish, Katt Williams fired back with a thought-provoking question. When did being real become a marketable trait? He even hinted that Hollywood's fondness for Haddish might be influenced by her public crush on Brad Pitt. In the midst of it all, Williams made sure to give props to several other black female comedians like Luenell, Melanie Camarco, and Miss Laura, shining a light on their talent and contributions to the comedy world.
Why? Because you know ain't nobody gonna sleep with him. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16.
Katt Williams didn't stop at just questioning Tiffany Haddish's rise to the top. He went even deeper, suggesting that her path to landing deals and roles might have been a little too smooth, hinting that she might have had to make some compromises along the way to reach her status. Furthermore, he didn't hold back in highlighting what he sees as a systemic issue in the industry: the tendency to overlook black talent and limit black actors' opportunities to showcase their full range of abilities. He pointed out a glaring disparity in opportunities compared to their white counterparts, emphasizing the need for more equity and recognition in Hollywood.
They gonna let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars. They think you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be.
It seems like Katt Williams' remarks about Tiffany Haddish and her crush on Brad Pitt were actually based on some truth. Haddish has openly talked about her admiration for Pitt in the past, even sharing a humorous encounter with him in an elevator. She didn't hold back when discussing the possibility of a future romance, adding some comedic flair to the situation. During another chat with Kelly after her appearance at the Oscars, Haddish played a game where she revealed she wouldn't choose to marry Brad Pitt. This suggests that her admiration for Pitt may have been more playful than serious. What Katt Williams seemed to be driving at in his exposé on Haddish was that her career really took off when she embraced self-expression rather than being objectified. It's clear he sees her success as being linked to her authenticity and talent rather than just her admiration for a Hollywood heartthrob.
But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that. So you get Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, all in a row, Hannibal Buress, just dudes that no woman would talk to.
In another interview, this time with Jamal Finkley on his YouTube channel Blacktree, Katt supposedly spilled more beans about that whole dress-wearing thing you've probably heard about. He talked about Kevin Hart rocking a dress in his SNL skit, but made it clear that Kevin wasn't the only one in on it. Katt said Eddie Murphy and Jamie Foxx were right there with him, which some folks find pretty controversial in showbiz.
Let's be very, very clear. It is possible that there isn't anything funnier than a guy in a dress.
Katt highlighted the irony in the fact that a significant portion of the audience found it amusing to witness a black man wearing a dress. He believed that this reaction would not have been the same if the individuals involved were of a different racial background.
And if that's the case, then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress.
Even though Kevin Hart's already a big star, Katt dropped a hint that Kevin probably had his own reasons for doing those kinds of roles. But he also showed some respect for Kevin's choices in that area.
At the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Williams carefully suggested that he had observed numerous artists encountering similar challenges repeatedly throughout their careers. Given Williams' observations, one might suspect that there could be a discreet effort to undermine the public image of black icons by certain individuals or entities.
I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
In addition to his previous revelations, Williams exposed the existence of a secret society called the Illuminati, which he claimed faces significant opposition from within the black community. The implication here is that The Guardian, by indirectly corroborating his claims and revealing the society's name and some of its prominent members, has lent credence to his assertions about this secretive organization. He said, "It is the most elite club in the world. This is the Good Club, the name given to the tiny global elite of billionaire philanthropists. The names of some of the members are familiar figures: Bill Gates, George Soros, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, David Rockefeller, and Ted Turner. But there are others too, like business giants Eli and Edith Broad, who are equally wealthy but less well known." While Williams disclosed significant aspects of the agenda he believed to have originated from the elites, he issued a warning to fellow black artists, advising them to exercise caution and be wary of the potential influence or involvement of this secretive club.
It's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung a million times.
While it may sound somewhat exaggerated, the pimp emphasizes that his intended audience should heed his advice because he believes he has a deep understanding of the situation, having allegedly experienced the consequences of this supposed manipulation for many years.
I didn't understand that. They had to sting me a million times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
According to Katt, he wasn't the sole individual dealing with challenges and adversity, which is why he felt it was necessary to let go of certain matters for the sake of his own well-being.
So I know how much they talked about Martin Luther King, and I know what they end up doing to him. I know this same story about Jesus and a few of my uncles.
After going through tough times for a while, Williams said he had a big wake-up call. He realized that speaking his mind and being honest about his grievances got him a ton of backlash. He didn't expect it to be so harsh, but it opened his eyes. He now gets that what he thought was just being truthful might have been seen as reckless, and it was getting twisted against him, supposedly with the Illuminati lurking in the background, benefiting from the chaos.
So that doesn't mean I always make the right decisions, but I am going to stand by what I stand for.
Indeed, Katt, known for his fearless approach, disclosed that he was privy to the true story of Bernie Mac and did not hesitate to share the industry's supposedly closely guarded secrets surrounding this matter.
He said, "I know that the people that made money off Bernie Mac didn't like him. They hated his guts."
Katt's revelation about his former idol may come as a surprise to some, but the next revelation is even more shocking. He claimed that Steve Harvey, everyone's favorite, has allegedly sold his soul to Hollywood.
I think Steve Harvey's some stand-up ass man. No, motherfucker, he kissed ass. Old girl who owned TV One, he used to kiss her ass. That's how he had the radio.
Katt hinted that Harvey's rise to fame wasn't as organic as it seems, and that his success may have come at a hefty price. In Katt's eyes, Steve's willingness to play by Hollywood's rules, no matter the cost, is part of what keeps him in the good graces of those secretive powers behind the scenes. Williams has further asserted that Harvey has some undisclosed issues, including rumors of mistreatment towards his staff. Persistent rumors have circulated regarding the renowned comedian and talk show host not treating his staff well. Moreover, after his talk show relocated to Los Angeles, Harvey allegedly issued a controversial memo to his new staff, making demands that are typically associated with tour writers.
And I could not find a way to walk from the stage to my dressing room, to sit in my makeup chair, to walk from my dressing room to the stage Why don't you just sit and have lunch without somebody just walking in?
In the leaked memo, Steve Harvey further stated, "My security team will stop everyone from standing at my door who has the intent to see or speak to me. I want all the ambushing to stop now. That includes TV staff. You must schedule an appointment. I have been taken advantage of by my lenient policy in the past. This ends now. No more. Do not approach me while I'm in the makeup chair unless I ask to speak with you directly. Either knock or use the doorbell." Steve Harvey defended himself, asserting that the controversial memo aimed to secure more free time during his day. He explained that the memo was a response to what he perceived as a too lenient open-door policy during his show's run in Chicago. Harvey reiterated this defense a few days later while discussing the leaked letter with Entertainment Tonight. "Look, man, I'm in my makeup chair. They walk in the room. I'm having lunch. They walk in. They don't knock," he continued. "I'm in the hallway. I'm getting ambushed by people with friends that come to the show and having me sign this and do this. I just said, wait a minute. And in hindsight, I probably should have handled it a little bit differently." Fans are even supporting Katt Williams to expose industry secrets without fear. One person wrote, "Mad respect for Katt. His resilience, perseverance, authenticity, and most importantly, his love for his family and his fans." Another one added, "Katt didn't join the Illuminati. That's why they have made his life hell. He's one of the good ones. Love you, Katt Williams." It seems like it's a ritual in Hollywood that whoever chose to speak about the industry, they never miss a chance to humiliate them. Same thing happened with Matthew as well. Well, as you can see the moment when Joy Behar exchanged words with the Oscar-winning actor Matthew McConaughey, leaving him visibly puzzled. This sparked speculation among people that something unusual was happening between them. This incident harkened back to a situation in the 2000s when Matthew had massaged Joy's foot. This time, she unexpectedly placed her foot in front of him for a massage. Moreover, there was another tense moment that unfolded during this interaction. However, it wasn't all happy memories and relaxing foot rubs during McConaughey's appearance. Later in the episode, Behar and McConaughey shared a tense moment after the co-host claimed that the actor was anti-gun. The comment came during a question about whether or not he thought he could be elected to political office in Texas. McConaughey has spoken about responsible gun ownership before. He responded by telling Behar that she was engaging in a game he was not interested in playing. Matthew further said, "As far as office, I will always measure what category I can be most useful." He further asked Joy that she really thinks he could have been selected in Texas for anti-gun. This appeared to hit a nerve for McConaughey, who pondered the question for a moment before pointing his finger at Behar. He mentioned that when it comes to politics, he avoids making direct statements and playing games he's not interested in playing. Behar, who appeared visibly flustered, advised McConaughey that he had the option to remain silent if he chose not to speak on the matter. The show then went to a commercial break, and upon its return, the co-hosts briefly revisited the topic of McConaughey's stance on guns. Matthew's habit of speaking his mind might have put him on Hollywood's radar in a not-so-great way. Hollywood, as glamorous as it appears, isn't too keen on folks who rock the boat too much. They prefer celebrities to either join their ranks quietly or look the other way. However, Matthew isn't the type to just zip his lips, though. His speeches don't just motivate, they sometimes reveal the less savory sides of Hollywood, or what he calls the far left of the industry. But what exactly did Hollywood do to Katt Williams that got McConaughey so fired up? Some say it started with Katt's unfiltered comedy, his tell-it-like-it-is attitude that's rubbed some big players the wrong way. They want him to fit into their neat little box, but Williams, he's out here breaking boxes, shredding them up and tossing them into the fire. McConaughey's stance is crystal clear. Katt Williams is one of the last true originals. And if Hollywood wants to mess with that, they've got him to deal with too. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.